real serious work fighting alongside the Avengers. But you know how it is. Saving the city all the time, all by yourself. It gets kinda lonely. But the Avengers are like no other friends I've ever had. It's been kinda great. Sorry, I'm totally getting ahead of myself. Let me back up a little bit.
Hey guys, it's me, SD Vaughn here, and for today's video, I wanted to discuss the Spider-Man DLC in Marvel's Avengers. This is just because I've been playing as Spider-Man, the DLC for it since the release of the game. And since No Way Home, the new Spider-Man movie's coming out, I was like, I gotta get this video out. It may not come out the day the movie's coming out, but it'll be coming out around that time. Do a video, have fun with it. Spider-Man, I like Spider-Man. I want to give my thoughts on Spider-Man in this game because I've been playing him for hours now. I unlocked, leveled him up fully. I leveled up all his gear to the highest level that I can for right now. Loaded him fully, unlocked all of his, prominent moves that I really need to talk about. And I just want to give my thoughts on how he was handled here in this game, and just see, and also just have fun with it. That's what I at least try to do with these videos, just talking about games and other stuff. Just have fun. I'm having fun. Just have fun. I just want to have fun playing. I'm playing Spider-Man, so I didn't. I had a fine old time playing Spider-Man in this game. A fine old time. So it's gonna be quite the video. I generally wanted to have fun with this video, and just talk about Spider-Man. But there's quite a few things I do need to talk about. Like, I need to go over the gear upgrade system that they now implemented in the most recent update. I need to talk about the new shipment system that they got implemented in the game now, the combat of Spider-Man, his heroics, and his intrinsic abilities. And also talk about Spider-Man swinging, of course. That does have to come up here in this video. I have to talk about his story, or lack thereof, that is in the game, and of course Spider-Man's cosmetics. The most important thing that we got to talk about, most of all, why didn't Spider-Man get a room on the helicarrier? Why?
As for that race.
Why didn't get it? I thought this room was going to be here for him. That room at the end, on the same side as Iron Man's. I thought that was going to be his room, like a reference to the MCU or something. After you play the game, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this here, it's just like, at the end of the game, that room is not for him. It's not. It's not. Why? Just in case, that room should be. What other characters are we putting in this game that room's gonna be for? I need to know. First off, I just want to get right off the bat, right after just talking about that, get off of that helicarrier thing, is that this version, this incarnation of Spider-Man, is not. And I'm going to be honest here, and a lot of people are going to agree with me, he's not better than Insomniac's version of Spider-Man from the PS4/PS5. For me, I did like in that version of Spider-Man, I just loved the way he played in the game. As I say that, though, I did enjoy this iteration of Spider-Man in this game. Like, he wasn't too bad. I mean, I still had fun. I was playing him for hours to fully level him up. When I do play the Avengers game, Spider-Man, now that he's included into the game, he is a part of my core team. And my core team in this game is Hawkeye, Black Panther, and the Incredible Hulk. Mostly because Spider-Man, Hulk, and Hawkeye can all have healing abilities, either to heal themselves or heal the entire team. And the ultimate heroics of Black Panther come in handy in battle. Of course, Hulk's rage and everything. It's cool to just have him on Team Plus. I like the Hulk, so Especially just having this team that I created for the game, I have a much easier time clearing missions, so that I can unlock more power and more gear and other whatnot here for the game. So it makes it easier, so I can showcase a lot of things here for the video, for a lot of statements and a whole lot of things, just to talk about here for the video. So I wanted to show the maximum capacity of Spidey that I could in this game. And that meant leveling him up to level 50 and getting his power gear as close to 150 as I could. The upgrading of the gear has now changed since the update. Like only gear that's 100 or above can be upgraded. Like,
I will have to let Shuri know that was your choice.
Gear that was power level 110.
I think you will be.
You could just keep upgrading it all the way to level 140. Like it just like what it does is that it whatever gear that was higher than that level 110, that 110 will then turn into that same power level of that gear that it's consuming. So that's really all it's doing. Went to level up the gear. But like the weird part is when checking the gear in the locker, it looks like all the lower level gear that you may have not have gotten rid of or anything like that I still kept. It looks like it can still be upgraded because you'll see that bar which saying like 1/10 out of that it's leveled up. But when you put it back in your your regular gear outside the locker, it can't be upgraded. It literally can't. So it's just like maybe that's a glitch or something. I'm not sure, but it just makes it look like the lower level gear and some other gear can be upgraded, but that's not the case. And just like I said, your gear only upgrades to the highest level of the gear that it's consuming, and it's like I don't even get to choose which gear. Like it just like it'll just let you know which gear can be leveled up and stuff, and you just go from there. But I tried it with a couple other characters, so any gear that I had, any gear that I start off with that I want to keep because it has a special element, like for one character, for my Spider-Man character, I wanted him to have the Hank Pym ability where like where you're shooting the webs, it turns someone small. And I just kept upgrading that gear over and over, and I didn't remove it, just kept upgrading that for whatever new gear I got. So that is the changes there. And it only took me a couple of days to level out his gear in Spider-Man himself and unlock all his moves, except for some of his, the champion stuff, the extra critical hits and melee attacks and all that stuff. I haven't upgraded any of that. I will also mention, real quick here, is one other part of the update, along with the whole gear system, and that is the shipments that's now shown when you go into the where you can check your skills and your challenge card and comics and all this stuff about the character that you're currently selected. And this you have the option of buying these shipments, and what it does is it gives you resources for your gear, it gives you nameplates, and if you end up buying 100 of these shipments, which are like 500 units to buy, and you have to buy them daily, but if you buy 100 of these, you can end up receiving Iron Man's Wakanda stealth suit. So make of that what you will. I'm buying them. I'm gonna get the suit just as because I'm already starting to buy them. I'm gonna finish it, so why not? I'm gonna finish what I started. So I'm gonna finish what I started. Get the suit. Get the suit. Maybe make a video to see how it looks. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But now, after talking about the updates to the game, I know I want to discuss. I now want to discuss how they handled Spider-Man in the game. And I guess where I want to start off is by saying that Spider-Man is unique to the other 9 heroes that are in the game, because unlike characters, like Hulk or Iron Man or Black Panther, who Spider-Man cannot parry against an enemy in this game using his intrinsic ability. He just can't do it. pressing R2 for Spider-Man in this game will just cause him to start swinging, and that will just cause you to get hit by the enemy in the game. And I did that a lot at first, and he would have an intrinsic ability to parry, but that's not really the case. Because Iron Man, Hulk, Black Panther, who can use their rage, vibranium, and Stark armor respectively to parry moves. Spider-Man, he has his Spidey sense pops up, and then you have to dodge, and then you can either press triangle or square to then counter that way. Evading an attack, using an evasive attack, evading an attack and then attacking. I guess sort of to say, and that's really how that will go. All right, hey guys, this is future SD Vaughn here, redoing the video here a little bit, just discussing some of the moves of Spider-Man, his intrinsic abilities and his heroic abilities and all that real quickly here. I am going to go see Spider-Man No Way Home today, so I'm wearing my Venom shirt, and I got like this awesome little Venom attached to my zipper to my hoodie, and of course I got my Spider-Man pin right here, so I'm ready to go see Spider-Man. But yeah, so I quickly wanted to do this real fast and just talk about the other features of Spider-Man, because I didn't want to make this video too long, and that's why I'm redoing it here. I just want to quickly talk about his 3 different kinds of webs that Spider-Man has. Kind of similar to like Iron Man and Black Widow and in the Hawkeyes. He has 3 different projectiles that he can shoot. However, with Spider-Man, just pressing R2 is just him shooting his regular webs. It's just shooting the regular webs out. You have to hold R2 when switching to each individual kind of web to use that different web, like because his 3 webs are the web blast, the web spread, and the web tether. Now I prefer to use the web tether because it's kind of cool, because it when you hold R2 and release to shoot it, specifically if you also hit an enemy with it, it'll cause any other nearby enemies to then be attached to that enemy that you shot the tether to, or the enemy that you shot the tether to be attached to any surface, like the walls or anything like that, and then they could just be stuck to the walls and all that. And I think that's pretty cool. And then there's like the web blast, and with the web blast, it can damage enemies and break their guard. The web spread can just basically push enemies back, and it also gives off a web status effect. I mean, generally all of them really do give off a web status effect. I like to use the web spread the most, just because not only because it's cool to have the enemies stick together, it can also web them up. Like they get webbed up, immobilized, so they can't move for a while. So I go in for the attack. Did also mention with the webs that none of them work in villain sector missions. Like I tried to use it on Maestro Hulk, did not work whatsoever. It doesn't work. So that's good to know. And one quick thing here to discuss. Talking about his webs, it's Spider-Man swinging. Yes, his swinging is sluggish and slow. I don't even know what it. I didn't really like the swing, and I've been hearing that the Fortnite swinging with Spider-Man is a whole lot better. I like the only reason why it made it a little bit better, besides me just playing Spider-Man for hours and hours on end, is the fact that when you press. When I'm pressing X near the end of his swing animation, it kind of boosts the swing just a little bit. That it makes it so I can swing just a little bit faster in the game. I still hate that it's kind of slow. I wish we could do like in most Spider-Man games, if you press triangle, if you're playing PlayStation, if you press triangle while you're swinging, it kind of makes him climb up the web a little bit to inch up a little bit higher. Or kind of like what I'm doing with the X button to boost him, press X to press square to boost his swing, or make it go faster, or make the swing a little bit faster and better. Because he could swing off anything really in this game, all the way up to the ceiling of the sandbox in the game. That in each mission, I'm not even gonna say it's the best. Spider-Man PS4, and I keep bringing him up again and again, and I brought Fortnite too. I don't even play Fortnite, and I see that swing looks a whole lot better. Because like most of his combos are just like the same as all the other characters. You have your light and heavy attacks. You have your light attack that can break guards. And also, if you hold if you hold the light attack button, it'll break the guard. If you hold it up in the air with Spider-Man, he will tether 2 webs to the surface of the ground, pull himself down to slam on an enemy. Some of them I do like his vaulting ability, which is pretty cool. Where you hold circle, he'll attach a web to the surface underneath the opponent, and then he will slide under the opponent. And then if you press triangle, he will then attach webs to the enemy and yank them down. And if they're close to health, that's my favorite part of vaulting. And then of course, my other favorite moves that Spider-Man has is where if you web the enemy up, and you then, while either in the air or on the ground, Spider-Man will attach his webs to the webbed up enemy and he can swing them around. And I think that's pretty cool. And if you're on the ground and you press triangle again, Spider-Man will do an extra swing of spinning around, swinging the opponent around. While in the air, when you do it, you attach your webs and you're spinning them in the air and you slam them onto the ground. So I like using both, and it's pretty cool. Just like so I really like those moves. And then of course, what other moves did I like? Oh yeah, his web repeater. If you press like circle like 4 times. No, not 4 times. 5 times. You press circle if you're playing PlayStation. Of course, only on PlayStation because Spider-Man's on PlayStation. If you press square 5 times, then triangle, Spider-Man is doing a combo, and at the end of it, he'll jump up in the air, and then he'll start shooting out webs and spinning around in a circle, shooting everyone, any enemy that's in the vicinity, and webbing them up. Just also creating web status effects, and it's a pretty cool move, and I liked using it, and I did literally mentally tell myself in my mind, counting how many times I pressed square so I could pull off the move, because sometimes he will do his other combination move where I think if you press square 3 times and then triangle, he'll bounce off of the enemy, flip back, or he'll do the other move I talked about where he'll do his swing animation and kick the enemy. So if you just press triangle, what happens is you'll zip right over to the enemy, which then you could go and start off a combo or the attack or whatever like that, which is pretty cool. But if you hold triangle, you'll then pull the enemy towards you, whether you're in the air or in the ground. I tend to use the vault at the end of a combo. Like I'll do a combo or one of Spider-Man's moves, and then I'll vault and then yank them back down, and then just keep hitting them if I can. I'm not great at doing combos like all of that, but especially if I'm using the heroic abilities, and I really like all 3 of these heroic abilities: Spider Drone, the Web Bomb, and the Wrecking Ball. My favorite move, and I wasn't gonna leave this out in the video. My favorite move is the Wrecking Ball, and you will be seeing that here in a couple seconds. Just me doing a montage of me using it, as much as I could get video of me using the Wrecking Ball. But so yeah, like the Spider Drone is just kind of like it is, and PS4 Spider-Man, PS4/PS5 Spider-Man. In that it's going around, it's attacking enemies while you're also fighting. Really cool thing is it has other subsets to it where you can either create a force field or a barrier, whatever you want to call it, keep projectiles from coming to hit you as long as you're inside this barrier, or it can heal you, which is why he's like I said in the beginning, why he's a part of the team. So yeah, I prefer to use the ability of the Spider Drone where it's healing you, just preferably because it just makes it so we can keep my team alive. And then then we got the Web Bomb, and just like that implies, when Spider-Man throws it, it'll implode, and then any character that any enemies that are nearby will get webbed up when the bomb goes off, when the Web Bomb goes off. So I prefer to use the one where it's kind of like the web tether, and that's where it will. When Spider-Man throws it and the Web Bomb goes off, any enemies that are nearby, webs will attach to them and bring them all together. So it's easier. We get all the enemies in one place, and it just lets me be able to just attack all of them and do real damage. And of course, my teammates come by, and we're all attacking them all at once. It can web up the enemies. immobilizing them, creating web status effect, allowing me to go on the attack. So it's been really helpful and useful in that endeavor. Real quick before I, talk about the story and the cosmetics of Spider-Man and, go on that whole thing. Here's this me goofing around using the web ball and just having fun. And I'll get it, take the video back to the past version of me who made this, was working on the video a couple days ago. So I'm going to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. I will probably make a video eventually making a review on the movie and my thoughts. Just enjoy this video, me having fun messing with the wrecking ball. And I will give it back to the other me. Because I really think the story would have been really, really fun and really, really cool if we gotten something more like Spider-Man's, like it's Spider-Man, and I'm reading stuff too. We get the room in the helicarrier. But he no Spider-Man villains, no nothing really. It's it's just AIM and all. Like we had Claw and he was tied to AIM. It would have been cool, like a symbiote tied to AIM or Dr. Octopus, tied to AIM, wanting to work, just using him for his own ends, his own ambitions, or just something like that along the lines. It would have been really cool, and I would have enjoyed it. But it's just like most of the story is, and Spider-Man's an exclusive for PlayStation users. He's not even on the Xbox version of the Avengers game for them. So it's just like, you guys could, I don't know. It would have been better. Like, this is Spider-Man we're talking about. Black Panther got his event. The Hawkeyes got their story event tied in the story. We get this little mini story with Spider-Man. And while I do love, like you get this cool Wakanda suit version of Spider-Man's suit, that it looks like it got developed by Shuri. It just really sucks. I mean, but at least they didn't advertise and say that it was going to be like this huge story for Spider-Man in the game. So, I wasn't like, oh shoot, there's going to be this amazing story of how Spider-Man joins the Avengers and all this other stuff. So, it just really sucks. Yeah, I would have loved an interesting story with Spider-Man joining AIM and just not AIM, but Spider-Man joining the Avengers and just seeing incorporating the fact that he's used to working alone and all this other stuff, because he's just saying it. We don't get to really see it and all other stuff in cutscenes. But it is what it is. I did like the little animation, especially seeing them playing D&D together and the little animations with Spider-Man and the Avengers, and so that was fun. Or them chilling out watching movies and all that together. So I really liked that, and I thought those parts were cool. And I like I said, I did like that suit that you get at the end once you finish this little mini story that you have here with Spider-Man, and that was pretty cool. But now on to the cosmetics. There are a couple suits I did like that they gave us here for Spider-Man. I liked his his first initial suit, but I liked the mask that he has on this little the suit that he wears, like a vest with a tie. It's like I want to call it the reporter suit. Like he's wearing the Spidey mask, but then he's wearing like it looks like his classics, like he looked in the old comics with the vest, the tie, button-up shirt, and the khaki kind of like pants. And I kind of like that the eyes just look better in that suit, just like they also did in his Wakanda suit. Like the eyes look better than they do in his classic suit. And then his Black Widow suit also looks really cool too, and I like the design of his Black Widow kind of like suit, and I think that's really cool. And I also kind of like the some of the other suits that are in the game. It just sucks that a large part of them are just recolored skins of some of the first initial suits as you scroll down through his suits. I wish we could get the Scarlet Spider suit. I wish we could get both Ben's and Kane's Scarlet suits. I wish we could get Superior Spider-Man suit, the symbiote suit. It would be really cool. I would just enjoy, and of course the Iron Spider suit from the comics. I would love that. I would love to see those in the game. Maybe we'll get those later down the line, and maybe also the MCU suits, because we also got the MCU cosmetics for all the other characters. So I really like that. But overall, it's just not a whole lot of suits of Spider-Man. So I really liked. really wanted to get, other than like the Black Widow suit, the Wakanda suit. I forget what it's called. It's like, he kind of looks like a pirate. He's wearing like this long jacket that he's kind of wearing. I want that suit with its red color variation. And that's pretty much it. I'm working towards it, trying to get the credits, and don't get me started on the credits in this game. The credits currency in this game, I have such a problem with in this game, and I don't want to get into it. But hopefully they'll add the other costumes, and I think they will later, especially with the new movie coming out. I think they're definitely going to add other Spider-Man cosmetics outfits later on. And also, I didn't show any of the takedowns of Spider-Man because that involves me getting more credits to spend those to get those, and the credit system I hate because it's a pay to get. I wish they could all, and I'm gonna say this real quickly. I wish they would also set it up to where you could get credits doing missions like Xenoverse 2. I want to bring this up real fast. I know this is a Spider-Man video. In Xenoverse 2, you get what's called TP medals. You can either get those playing missions in the game, or you could just buy TP medals to buy the things that you want in the game. They give you the options. You can pay to get the TP medals, or you could go and buy the TP medals. In Marvel's Avengers, it's solely just you. So yes, you can get the credits playing the Hero Challenge cards, but that is only going to go so far. You can't use those to buy almost everything in the game. You're eventually going to need to buy more credits. I just wish you could do missions as well in the game that will also give you the credits as well. I think that would have been a whole lot better for the game, and it would have made a lot more reasons for me to want to buy the cosmetics and takedowns in the game, because I really like some of these takedowns. So I like the takedowns that Spider-Man, Black Panther, Captain America all have, and I really want those takedowns, but I don't feel like spending all this money for these cosmetics and takedowns and all this other stuff. Although the bundles look like they're much better, so I may be buying some bundles in the marketplace. So, but yeah, that's just my gripe with it. But I bet some people have some similar gripes, or maybe not. You know, it just depends on the person who's willing to buy all the cosmetics and whatnot there. You know, but yeah, it is what it is for right now. All right. With this, I am done. I am done talking about Marvel's Avengers Spider-Man DLC and his addition to the game. I think he's fine. He's a fine character in the game. He's not better than Insomniac's versions of Spider-Man. His swing, at least from far as I'm hearing, is not better than Fortnite's, but I've never played Fortnite. I don't know what his swing is like, but using the X button in Marvel's Avengers near the end of his swing does make his swing a little bit faster. So I've gotten used to his swing because I've been playing the game for hours on end. So at a point in time, I just stopped. I've been fine with the swing. I've gotten used to it. I've been fine with it after playing Spider-Man. After been playing it for so many hours. I wish we could have had more missions tailored to Spider-Man. Just more Spider-Man-like missions. Maybe somewhere in New York and other stuff. It would have been cool. Maybe other stuff just tied to the webhead. You know, like kind of like what Black Panther did. We have missions in Wakanda. Enemies unique to that area, which I thought would have been cool. Like, you know, maybe some enemies unique to Spider-Man in his area, and then maybe some villain sectors, you know, with Spider-Man like villains that we got to fight that maybe joined up with AIM, and it would have been cool, and I would have liked it. You know, because I like his moveset. I like his combos. I like the things you can do with his webs. I like that you can perform takedowns early if you get his intrinsic meter up. I like that you can, you know, swing around characters when you web them up, and it also helps out your other teammates when you web up enemies to prevent them from attacking. So it makes the fight a little bit easier and, you know, a little more fun too. just me like seeing like an Exo or an Adaptoid walk towards me as they're charging up a blast, and I'm still trying to web them up, and then I web them up, and now they can't attack, and I just start beating up on them, and I just find joy in that, even though all the missions are repetitive, and I'm getting sick of the same missions. I'm glad they brought for the time, at least when I was playing it the other day, they brought back the Red Room event, so that was cool that they brought that back. I wish it would just stay there. I need more different missions. I need more enemies, more other villains. This is the Avengers. You would think we get more other enemies and stuff. Um, I thought the update did kind of do a little bit better, especially with the gear and stuff. I mean, it didn't even take me that long to really level up Spider-Man. It really didn't. Um, just so I could make this video and just showcase Spider-Man to the best of the ability that I could. And I did have fun playing him. I mean, he's not the greatest. I'm not gonna say he's the best. He's amazing. He was fine. He was fine. I thought he was all right. I wish there could have been a whole lot more, especially a whole lot. Like, he doesn't feel as agile like I would in like Insomniac Spider-Man. See, I keep bringing him back up. I get he's got the spider sense. But overall, I just don't feel like he's as agile and all that stuff like Spider-Man. And the wall crawling and sticking to the walls, I didn't do it too much. I just it was just a problem for me. Maybe it's just the way I was controlling him and all that stuff. I just couldn't do it. But I mean, all in all, I still had a good time with it. I didn't get frustrated and hate it. I was I was fine with it. I liked it. But what did you guys think of the DLC? What did you think about Spider-Man's addition to the game? Did you think it was good, bad, did it suck? Just let's discuss it. Let me know. And then also, since Spider-Man No Way Home's coming out, and all this Spider-Man talk and all this stuff, what's your favorite Spider-Man game? I'm still thinking about Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions for PS3. I really love that game. I like that it's like its own Into the Spider-Verse or Spider-Verse, the comic in the movie, and of course, so I really like that. It's 4 different Spider-Man: Spider-Man 2099, Noir, Ultimate, and main Marvel Spider-Man coming together to stop Mysterio. And I really enjoyed it. I love the game, and I might go play it back again after playing Spider-Man or Marvel's Avengers. So let me know, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are also enjoying any anime that you're watching or any cartoons that you're watching. Hope you guys are enjoying whatever comic book you're reading or whatever manga you're reading. Hope you guys are just enjoying whatever you're watching or reading. Just hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and just thanks you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.